Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you a summary, some of the more important details of an article published by Housing Wire on April 8th. And the title of this article is Department of Justice Will Intervene in NAR's Commission Lawsuit Settlement. You might have heard that on Friday, April 5th, the DOJ was given the green light to actually continue its investigation into NAR and other major brokerages when it comes to this whole compensation lawsuit. The analysts of an investment bank, Keefe, Bruyette and Woods, believe that the Department of Justice will take issue with off-MLS compensation workaround created by the terms of NAR's settlement agreement. Now remember, this settlement agreement is not finalized. It hasn't been signed off or approved, so a lot of things can change between now and when that happens. But here's the bottom line of this article. The analysts from Keefe, Bruyette and Woods Investment Bank believe that the Department of Justice will intervene in the Sitzer-Burnett Commission lawsuit after receiving the green light to do it on April 5th. Now, this whole NAR and other brokerages lawsuits have been going on for a while. I want to give you a little bit of history so you could understand and put everything in proper context. The Sitzer-Burnett lawsuit was originally filed in April of 2019. In November of 2020, the DOJ and NAR reached an agreement. In July of 2021, the DOJ withdrew that agreement. In September of 2021, NAR filed a petition to modify the ability of the Department of Justice to probe into this lawsuit. In January of 2023, a judge ruled in favor of NAR. In March of 2024, recently, the DOJ appealed that ruling. And then on April 5th, 2024, a three-panel judge ruled the DOJ could reopen its investigation into NAR and other major brokerages. That brings us to where we are today. Now, I wrote down several things that I want to go over with you, and there are more details on this article, obviously. Hang on. The DOJ has been working and looking to change the way real estate agents are compensated for a while now. That's obvious. The analysts from KBW believe that the Department of Justice will likely intervene specifically to close loopholes or workarounds such as off-MLS compensation to ensure more impactful changes to commission policies. The loophole that stands out to the analysts is the off-MLS compensation workaround, which has been widely discussed in the real estate industry. Under the terms of the proposed NAR settlement agreement, real estate agents and brokers cannot offer compensation in the MLS anymore. However, they may make those offers of compensation elsewhere. I have personally heard a lot of talk around where and how real estate companies could offer compensation to buyer's agents. Continuing with the article, there's some debate around whether the Department of Justice has already signed off on the NAR settlement behind the scenes. The analysts don't believe that they have approved it. And NAR took a chance in settling, hoping that the DOJ would not be permitted to intervene. Well, you know what? As of April 5th, now they could reopen the investigations. The analysts believe that the DOJ will file a statement of interest in the Sitzer-Burnett suit in the next few weeks. If the DOJ does intervene and insists on the removal of the off-MLS compensation workaround, the analysts believe that this will bring broader changes that would be much more disruptive to the real estate industry, including downward pressure on buyer agent commissions. Here's what stands out to me in this article that I read, which is right at the end of it. I'm going to read it to you. The Department of Justice released a statement on April 5th saying that it was committed to fighting to lower the cost of buying and selling a home. And the Assistant Attorney General, Jonathan Cantor, wrote, "Real estate commissions in the United States greatly exceed those of any other developed country, and this decision restores the antitrust division's ability to investigate potentially an unlawful conduct by NAR that may be contributing to this problem." Okay, that's the end of the article. Now let me give you my thoughts. Commissions have been under attack for a while. Now, why is that? I wrote 4 things down. Number 1, the public perception is that commissions were not negotiable. We agents know they were, especially listing agents, we know they were, but that was not the public perception. So commissions were too high and not negotiable. Actually, the second one is commissions, the perception or the opinion is that commissions are too high. That's not just the public opinion. That's the opinion of the federal government. I mean, you heard the statement from the Assistant Attorney General and the DOJ. Number 3, why commissions are under attack? A lot of people think that they can find all the information they need online and they could handle everything on their own and they don't need a real estate agent or a buyer's agent. Number 4, sellers should not have to pay the buyer's agent commission. Buyers should. That's another issue with this whole lawsuit. Now, I wrote a few things down. There is no doubt that some major changes are going to happen soon. Can't deny that. What exactly those changes will be, we don't know yet. This is not over. And we won't know until it is over, meaning it's approved and signed by everybody who needs to sign off on it. So until then, we're hanging, waiting. But we kind of have an idea where things are, at least based on this proposed settlement. What we do know is that the changes that will happen will affect the way buyers' agents are compensated in a big way. None of this has anything to do with listing agents. Listing agents continue to list properties. They negotiate commission with the seller. They don't have to have the seller agree to pay a buyer's agent commission, and most of the country is aware of what's going on with this. So I don't think listing agents are going to continue to negotiate buyer's agents commissions at the listing appointment. Now, if you are a real estate agent right now and you are mostly working with buyers, I'm sure you already figured out that it's going to be very difficult to get buyers to agree to pay your commission before you even show them properties. Now, I want you to think about this. Buyers' agents, when they meet with these buyers now and they go through this representation agreement, this is going to be like a listing appointment for a listing agent. Actually, I think it's going to be a lot harder for buyers agents because buyers are not used to paying any commission, and they're going to have to see incredible value to agree to pay this commission up front. Think about this typical buyer. They're just starting to look around. They don't really know what they want. They're not even pre-qualified, much less pre-approved. They're tight in funds. They just want to look and see what's available. And now we have an added thing going on here, which is they have to agree to pay a buyer's agent commission. What does this all mean to you? Real estate agents that are mostly working with buyers. In my opinion, what this means to you is that you should transition to being a listing agent, and you should do it right now. You shouldn't wait to see what happens and how does this go. Now, I actually have heard this, okay, from a few agents and comments in my YouTube channel. Oh, well, then everybody's going to be a listing agent. Who's going to work with buyers? Here's what I recommend to you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Worry about what you are going to do. Everybody wants to be a listing agent, but very few actually commit to doing what it takes to be a really, really great, skilled, knowledgeable, expert, professional listing agent. So don't worry about it. Yeah, everybody wants to be. Not everybody will. Very few actually will. And I shared this with you as always, so you could be well informed and you can make good business decisions and prepare. Then I wrote this down. Final thoughts. Obviously, you cannot control the outcome of all of this. The settlement, this lawsuit, out of your control. But there is one thing that you can control, and that's what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? And I believe you should put your time, energy, and effort, and I wrote this down, time, energy, and effort, into improving yourself, learning new skills, communication skills, strengthening your mindset. You know why? Because this is what it is required for you to be a great listing agent. Clearly defining the value that you bring to buyers and sellers. Sellers especially, obviously, because I believe you should be focused on being a listing agent. And being able to convey the value to your clients. This is critical. It's not just about skills and knowing how to talk. You need to bring value. Otherwise, you are not going to get paid. And then I wrote this down. These traits that I just described to you are yours forever. You develop these skills, this mindset, the belief in the value that you bring. Nobody can take it away. It doesn't matter what happens with the market, with the lawsuit, with the settlement in the future. You are a powerful, professional, skilled listing agent, and you are going to adapt and thrive regardless of what is going on out there. And that is having real control of your career and your future. Thanks for watching. Put your comments and questions below, and I will see you on the next video.